Today is investigation day. We're cracking down the KFC secret recipe because Colonel Sanders has been hiding something from us for way too long. I'm not saying he's a criminal, but his recipe is number one on the most wanted list. So we're doing a full expose today. Every step, every spice, no warrant needed. And make sure you stay till the end because once we've replicated his little secret, we're not stopping there. We're doing something that even KFC doesn't sell. So let's get into it. First, we need to do the marination, for which you will need 1 cup of buttermilk, 1 cup of water, and about 1 cup of sriracha sauce. Now, if you like your chicken spicy, like the zinger, now is the right time to add some cayenne pepper or whatever is your jam. Give everything a good whisk so it's well incorporated. Whoops, almost forgot the salt. 2 tablespoons. Then, I am using 6 skinless, boneless chicken thighs, but depending on how you like your fried chicken, you can have the skin on. Anyways, bone in is the best, you get more flavor. Cover it with some cling film and into the fridge it goes for a minimum of 12 hours. Now the heart of the recipe, the famous 11 spices. 2 teaspoons of salt, 2 teaspoons of paprika, 1 teaspoon ground thyme, 6 teaspoon white pepper, 4 teaspoon black pepper. You're not gonna die, calm down. 4 teaspoon garlic powder, 2 teaspoon mustard powder, 2/3 teaspoon oregano, 2 teaspoon basil, 3 teaspoon celery salt, and 3 teaspoon ginger powder. That's 11. Yes. Okay, mix it together so that it's well incorporated and look like a dry rub spices. Now listen to me. Double, triple the quantities, but do not mess with the ratios. 1 times 2 is 2, not 11. Comprende, amigo? Now let's set this aside and move on to the second component. If you want to achieve the correct level of crispiness and crunch, you're going to follow this dry dredge to the T. 390 grams of all-purpose white flour, 120 grams of cornstarch, and 90 grams of tapioca starch. Now come here so that you don't try later. I'll give you a deeper understanding. The flour creates the main crust, helps seasoning stick. The cornstarch adds crispiness and lightness. The tapioca starch gives a delicate shatter crisp texture and helps the crust stay crunchy for longer. And I use a ratio of 65, 20, 15. For example, if I need a total of 600 grams of dry dredge, it is going to be 300 grams of flour, 120 grams of cornstarch, 90 grams of tapioca starch. This is usually good for about 10 to 12 chicken pieces. Scale it however you like, but don't mess with the ratios. No, you can't use gluten horseshit. Now let's get back in here. We're going to add about 3/4 of the spice mix into the dry dredge. Reserve the rest. Then, in another bowl, add 1 cup of water, 2 cups of buttermilk, 1 tablespoon of milk powder, and the rest of the spice mix. Whisk vigorously for a few minutes until it gets frothy. Moving on to the fun part, let's get the chicken out. From the marinade, directly into the dry dredge for a light coat. Remove, shake the excess and then dunk it into the buttermilk and spice mixture. Make sure it's well covered, there's no dry spot. Then straight back into the dry dredge. Now this part is very important, follow along. You're going to flip and press your chicken around for at least 20 to 30 times minimum. Lift it up from one end, shake the excess. You can already tell how it's going to look when you take it out. Lay it on a pan and repeat with the rest of your chicken. I'ma huddle quickly through this for you. Next up, to fry, bring your frying oil between 375 and 380 degrees. That's very important, you won't be disappointed. Drop in your chicken and let it fry for exactly 6 minutes. And ooh, you're gonna get this beauty out of there.
Yeah, boy.
Repeat with the rest of your chicken. And voila! Look at this! Tell me that don't look like that old man's chicken. Perfectly airy and crispy coating. We'll have to step into a ring if you say no. Let's take a bite. This is identical to the KFC original fried chicken. Now, we're not stopping there. We're turning this into a Nashville hot fried chicken. For the spices, it's pretty straightforward. Add 2 tablespoons of cayenne pepper, 2 tablespoons of brown sugar, 1 tablespoon of paprika, 1 tablespoon of black pepper, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of onion powder, 2 teaspoons of salt, and add 3 cups of melted butter plus 1 cup of oil. Make sure it's hot so that the spices can render and release all the flavor. Let's dunk that KFC fried chicken. I'm having some very unholy thoughts about this chicken. Well, houses are expensive, but we can build a sandwich for sure. Onto some toasted bun, I am going to spread some Popeyes blackened ranch sauce. Here's how it's made. 1 cup mayo, a 1/4 cup sour cream, a 1/4 cup buttermilk, 1 tablespoon of dried parsley, 1 teaspoon of dill, 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper, 1/2 teaspoon of onion powder, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, 2 teaspoon paprika, 1 teaspoon cayenne pepper, and a pinch of salt. Shaky that booty. Then lay down a folded piece of lettuce, a slice of tomato. Don't forget to season your tomato, lover boy. Another dollop of sauce. Then on your juicy chicken. Whoop, 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 whoop. Almost forgot the pickles. Let's chop up some cucumber, some red onion. Add sugar, dill, vinegar, and pour some piping hot water on top of it. Let it sit around for a few hours before garnishing your delicious sandwich. Finish it up with another dollop of sauce, and there you have a banging KFC Nashville hot fried chicken sandwich. Look at how juicy that is. I'm so proud to have done this, but at the same time, I can't wait to have this. The KFC flavors come true, and that Nashville sauce makes it perfectly spicy, with the sweetness from it making it so addictive. It's the most incredible chicken sandwich I've had. Well, things got a little messy afterwards, but here come the paperwork for the case. We busted the secret to the KFC recipe, and we brought it to the next level with this Nashville sauce. Case closed. Thank you very much for watching. Subscribe, love you. And those who didn't watch, your loss.